So it started with a primary school, then went into secondary school, um, and in the 5 years, while I was delivering this on volunteer basis, a lot of research was going into it. I was having quite a lot of conversations with the head of the schools where I was going for these volunteer workshops. I wanted to understand what was missing. They all agreed to what I was preaching, that it's a big gap in our education sector. It was, how do they bridge this gap? That's what I also started looking at. Okay, what are the different models that are available around the world? So I looked at Castle model, which is a research by Yale University. It is specifically around social and emotional learning, and how by adopting the Castle model, the schools basically improved their academic performance and the behaviors of their students. So I adopted that, but my research went beyond that because I was having not only conversations in the education sector, but also in my corporate sector with my, not only just in the organization I was working in, but broader. And that's where LOF SEL was created. And LOF SEL is based not only on social and emotional learning, but it has additional two elements. First is decision making, which is all about problem solving, critical thinking, that skill sets which are now becoming a necessity to be taught to our children, whether they're in primary, whether they're in secondary, whether they're in university, because of AI. I'm going to talk about AI altogether in another episode, but today my focus is more around telling you the backstory. So, and the second element of our LOF SEL is future readiness. How do we ensure our children are ready for the future? So, though the skill sets that fall under future readiness is your leadership, AI literacy, robotics, so all of them fall under future readiness. This SEL model was trademarked in 2025, just before we launched. And we launched with few pilot programs. So we are delivering few pilot programs for 10 to 12 years old and 13 to 15. I will go into details of each of those programs in my next episode. But for now, I just wanted to talk about the backstory of Leaders of Our Future. Along the journey, I also managed to convince our brilliant advisors to come on board. So we have a board of advisors, and they come from all walks of life, from different corporate sectors, from leadership training to even heads of schools.